AVAM saying hello, and here is a new episode of Dragon's Dogma. Thank you to everyone who's checked out the videos on YouTube. The support is much appreciated. We are getting a lot of views and some new subscribers. If you haven't checked out my YouTube channel at A Voice Among Many, go check it out. Subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. The comments are showing that we want a playthrough from level 0 to 200. So after we finish some of this, that's exactly what you're all going to get. I'm going to start AVAM back from the very beginning to his humble roots without the great armor, without the great weapons, and we're going to build him back up to what he is today. Should be a fun journey. It'll take some time, but thank you all for joining me. Let's get into it. So last time, it's night again, and we still have a few days till Fornival's trial. So we're going to go back out and take a look at what we have going on as far as those secret conspirators coming to get us in the night. We found a bunch of them near the mine. Let's see where the other ones are.
He knew aught of Fornival, Grand Sword, the beating heart of all Grances.
Let me take a look at my map real quick here. We're in the dark. We're in the dark. We're going to go up to the Dios Hills and come back down that way. We're going to follow that path straight up.
The Duke's burden is great. Between his duties as sovereign and the...
I have the Force Hatchet on still, which is a great weapon, even though when I hit, if I get hit, it drops my stamina to 0 once the sword is truly powered up. But I can handle it. I think it is one of the greatest weapons. Salvation out here on the road. Ooh, swing and a miss from AVAM. Second swing and a miss. What's going on here? All right, we'll just flatten you. Don't point that at me. Put somebody's eye out. We have a lot of salvation out here this evening.
We have triumphed.
There we go. That'll do it. What?
That peddler in Cassidy's, Renard, he knew aught of Fornival.
Renaud did know Fornival, but we're not going to go see him. We have work to do. There is important business.
We'll find a vantage to fire down on our foes from atop the wall.
We're not going to go atop the wall, but good try. Good try.
The road splits here.
I've done this a time or two, so just stick with me here. Stick with me. I like here, we'll take a moment. This playthrough, this save, I have over 200 hours on. And when it was on the PlayStation 3, I have about 250 hours into that one as well. So I've had over 450 hours on Dragon's Dogma. And as you can see, I've only completed the game, quote unquote, 5 times on here, because a lot of the time I have spent running around fighting the other dragons and whatnot to Dragon Forge my weapons. I can't remember what my fastest speed run was on this, but I know it was pretty quick because of all the port crystals that I set around. It allowed me to move very quickly. This game can be done for the purpose. Hello, Pawn. Can be done for the purpose of speedrunning, which I do enjoy, but I also enjoy just taking in the sights, leveling up, and working on the different weapons and seeing what they do once you get to work with them. I do love this sword. There we go. So we found Phantom.
I am he who treads where death. I am he who sits.
I am he who sets the world to burn.
Are you?
We are your life belongs to us.
Oh, I don't think that's the one I'm going after. Where is Phantom? We'll get some of these while we're here. Come on. Can you hurry up, please? Take a while to cast. You're not doing us any favors. So, if they attach to your pawn, like they did to me there, they can drag the pawn back into the rift. So it's always smart to get rid of them. I see it did drop my stamina, but I seem to have enough at this point that I'm not very worried about it. Who got that? We'll see. Alright, so we did take out the ones that were up this way. So what we're going to do is fast travel to Cassardis and walk back that way towards Grand Soren. I went to Grand Soren when I didn't want to. I did not want to go that far. So we're going to have to take another quick trip. Just throw the... Oh, we did go to Cassardis. Good, good. Back to the old homestead. Apparently my pawns don't find my house that interesting. I always thought it was cool that you started out with some place, even though it doesn't really do anything. It's just a cool place to have. I like in an RPG when the protagonist has a place to call home. Hopefully that'll show up in Dragon's Dogma 2, which is coming out in 2024. With all your support, hopefully I can get into early access on that and bring that to you. I would love to put another 450 hours into a Dragon's Dogma game. I would say that Dragon's Dogma is one of the greatest RPGs of all time that didn't gain a following until much later. But I remember from day one picking it up, I was interested in it, and I have really never let it go since. It has been several years since I came back to this save, but I have really never stopped playing it since 2012. We're probably going to run into some of the nameless group here on the roads again.
The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination.
Well, normally the dirt path will take you to the destination. Not fast enough. Watch out. Which one? Which one? Oh, I'm back here. There you go. And you'd be down. Money?
We have triumphed.
This game has everything that someone with ADD, OCD, and overthinking would love, because you can play how you want to play. That's the best part about this is, yes, there is a storyline to follow. There are quests to follow. But what you do in between there is completely up to you. And the way you want to build your character is all up to you. There is no wrong way to build a character. There's no one way that's really better. Yeah, you can have higher stats in certain things, but... Okay, so here's Noir.
Let's wait and see what they do.
All right, so we took down some more of them.
There, master.
These episodes are going to be batched on Twitch, and then we're going to break them down into YouTube videos. So thank you again for everyone who has supported me. I appreciate it greatly, as I love playing this game, and I like seeing other people interested in it as well. Like I said, it didn't gain much of a cult following until after it was released. Ooh, see, it dropped me down to bottom stamina, and it takes me a minute. It staggers you to catch breath. So I guess it's not terrible, this Force Hatchet, but it does. That stagger can be annoying, especially if you are in Bitter Black Isle, and that stagger will be all it takes to have the stronger enemies there take you down. The Dark Arisen expansion, which we will get to before this playthrough is done, before the vanilla run is started, when that was released, that was... They say you could start that at level 35, but even at over level 100, there is still much challenge to Bitter Black Isle. That was normally where I go after level 100 to start leveling myself up to the second 100 levels. And there are a lot of opportunities in there to find Dragon Forge, to get your weapons Dragon Forged without having to face the final boss. The final dragon in the main game is the only enemy, and I'm talking about just the main game, is the only enemy that will Dragon Forge every item that you are wearing at the time, holding at the time that you beat him. And Damien will do that in Bitter Black Isle.
A way castle, perhaps.
Let's pick up another pawn. This is the time to show the rift off. We're going to go into the rift. I've only been working with 2 pawns. So let's pick up another pawn. All these pawns that show up here are made by other players. And that is very cool. So if somebody is playing their game and I send the pawn on, then they gain a lot of rift crystals and such. Let's see. Kate. You a Strider? Nope, you're a Ranger. All right, you're coming with me.
Can I be of use? I am honored to travel with you.
We now have a covenant with this pawn, and she will travel with us. Since I don't really have to worry about the experience, traveling with 3 pawns does me no disservice. If you are looking to level up and you're pretty confident, the less pawns that you have, because experience is split between pawns as well, you can earn more for your party if you travel with less pawns. I always traveled with at least 2 support pawns.
Grand Soren stands beyond this way castle.
I found it was easier. Always have 1 healer. And you can either take a tank or a ranged fighter. I like to have... I now travel with...
Watch your head.
my main pawn is a sorcerer. And then I have a mage for healing. Because you want to have somebody that has curative magic. Otherwise, you're going to run yourself into some trouble along the way. And make sure it's strong curative magic, because when you get to Bitter Black Isle, you're going to be leaning on that very heavily. No matter what your build is, you're going to want to lean on that very heavily, because...
Explain the roads twixt Grand Soren and Castles and well traveled. Beast!
Still one left.
Beware the Harpy's voice! It hates fire!
We all know this. Alright, stand back.
Harpies will snatch you and fly!
There we go.
Strength in numbers have risen.
Alright, start gathering what you can, people. Let's let this guy out. It's gonna do a little cutscene. You're welcome, Miles. How many times have I rescued you from this exact same cage? Do something different. You keep getting caught. Don't come this way when you keep getting caught. Just a word to the wise. Alright. Yeah, it's one of the... It's still enjoyable, which is... It's funny to me that there are those little segues between things to move along the story. It's like Miles just doesn't walk off. The screen darkens and then he disappears. It just harkens back to its days on the PlayStation 3 when they had to do that. And a little bit of nostalgia. But I'm very curious to see how quickly Dragon's Dogma 2 will load.
Harpy! Beware when the creature dives! Beast! Harpies
Not always the smartest things, are they?
There's no way we could have lost to that.
Strength in numbers have risen.
Man. The positive affirmations from your pawns. So worth it. When you're coming down this way, always watch for the Indiana Jones rock. Because it will follow you down. Get over here. Everybody over here. A nice well-placed arrow shot right there. Dun, 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 dun. Just follow that down. Indy, watch out! Oh, sorry, wrong movie. Up, watch for falling rocks.
This is a fine place to lie in ambush.
Now on the higher levels, these harpies aren't really a problem. But it is sad when you come through here, if it puts you to sleep easily, you don't have enough resistance, and you get a rock right on your head. I don't think you're going to be able to do that, but, you know, give it a go. Where's the other one? Come on, guys.
Harpies will snatch you and fly!
Will they?
Beware when the creature dives! Strength in numbers have risen.
We have triumphed.
We have triumphed.
There's no way we could have lost to that.
You're right.
This is
You're right.
Harpy territory. Keep watch on the
If we would have lost to that, I've got some serious issues going on. So we might not find this last one yet. Because it's turning to daylight.
We must take care the past does not claim us as its next victims.
That's true.
Watch for a goblin ambush ahead, Arisen. This place must have seen a ferocious battle.
I still enjoy the fact
We are near half between the encampment and the...
how beautiful this game still looks.
Arisen, I am at your side.
Goblins.
Even in numbers, so weak still.
There's no way we could have lost to that. And
That sorcerer puts out a lot of damage. Hidden in here? Oh, you came out already. Surprise.
This looks interesting.
Careful! A goblin! Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
Here, you can even grab them.
Find an opening, then strike.
Keep an eye turned to shadows.
Even when you are overpowered, this game does not get boring, and that's one of the reasons why the replay value is just so high.
That was a waste of time.
Did it?
That's why I've only shown that I've beaten the game 5 times on the PS4 and PS5, but on the PS3, I put in so many, just run after run. When I got to the PS4 and then over to the PS5 with Dragon's Dogma and Dark Arisen, I spent more time working with just trying to find the more intricacies of the game and better understand it. It took me a little bit when I got into the first videos coming back to it, because I haven't touched it in several years. But it's like riding a bike. I'm arisen all over again. We have a couple days till Fornival's trial, so this is a worthwhile quest anyway to work with, because it does take some time, so this is a good time to do it, because you can either just sleep to pass time,
A place one can live without fear of
or
monsters.
you can work on side quests while waiting for Fornival's fate. Whichever one you try and choose,
Are your travel preparations
it's ultimately up to you. But we're going to go to Nightfall,
Travel preparations complete.
and we're going to go get the last of the Nameless. So we found one up near the catacombs, one on the way back to Grand Soren from Cassardis, and a few over near the mines. That's where they are. There's one more. We're going to go on the Moon's Bit Pass and grab the other one there to finish the quest off of the nameless people in the night that are trying to come after the Arisen.
An audience with a duke now. Have your pick.
All right, so
Any you
let's
like,
manage
or will
these
it be
items
today?
here. See where we're at. Sometimes it's funny when you're going through these inventory parts, you see what the pawns pick up, what they think is important, and what they'll discard, which is interesting as well. So right now, we are going to rest for 500 and just take a little
Understood.
rest till nightfall. It's been a while since I played this. I went to the points that I remember exactly where they spawned, but I'm still missing one before I can get to the leader. So we need to go back and retrace our steps and see where one may have eluded us. These only come out at night. They're the mean and hungry type. And you have to take them out. You don't have to do this quest. It doesn't really do anything as far as the storyline is concerned, but it is a good way to deal with Night in Brances, which is something that a lot of people overlook.
We have triumphed.
There's no way we could have lost to that.
Well, there is, but you wouldn't want to see it. So we're going to go back this way. The undead spawn at night. There are a lot more dangers. Man, even though this Force Hatchet has
There's no way we could have lost.
a drawback of knocking you down 2-0 stamina and staggering if you get hit when it's fully powered up. I just love the cosmetics of it and will continue to use it.
Kind to this place.
Take a walk around this way.
It was most like a watchpost once. Holds like this one are crucial in warding the capital from monsters.
Because we either missed one up at the Dios Hills or we missed one at the quarry entrance. So we're going to go back to both those places right now and give it a good look.
Draws near. We'd best prepare.
Pawns are talking about Fornible's trial verdict coming near. Up. We have a Cyclops here in the distance.
Stray from the roads and we'll soon find
While we're here, we might as well take it out. This one's not even armored. This should take no time at all. Gonna scale it.
It cannot hold us. Destroy it.
Looks like it's armed for lightning.
Just disarmed for now.
And that's all that took. Good dire gouge. Get off him. Dropped that Cyclops like nothing. All right. Just gonna make a straight path up this way. Turn a little bit.
A hobgoblin arisen. Be wary.
And up the path. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Sometimes the waypoints on here are funny because... I wonder if they did fix that. Hold on, let's take a look. Phantasms, okay. Nameless Terror. Oh, see, they are showing a waypoint on the map now. So where is this one? That's new. So we're going to go back towards that area and see what it's telling us there, because there must have been one that we missed. Is this Moonglow? It is Moonglow. You need Moonglow for one quest in the very beginning of the game, and I collect it whenever I see it, so that I can just deliver it without having to go out. I use that for speed runs.
Monsters can strike day or night, even in the shadow of Grand Soren's walls.
The city holds every amenity. It would make a fine base for our adventuring.
Alright, so we're going to go back this way. I knew it was around the cottage somewhere, and I thought we found it, but...
I've come to feel more at peace.
Again, I must have taken a wrong turn at Albuquerque when I was looking for this. So we'll see what's up. We'll find it. Right.
A representative of my kind looks after the rift entrance in Grand Soren. Helen Ox will have ample store of meat for an emergency.
It falls on us to pace ourselves on roads so open.
Goblin!
Oh boy. Don't worry about him.
Goblins ill like
This is the one that sometimes will spawn in a little wonky.
Barely worth the effort. Canyon floor is an apt spot to find ourselves surrounded.
But we're going to get it.
And
that'll be the end of this quest.
So
So we're going back the opposite direction from Grand Soren. Let's take a little rest. There are curatives to help you restore stamina. I don't... I've always been weird in RPGs as far as what I worry about and what I carry with me. I always try and build characters that I don't have to worry about carrying a lot of curatives. And this game was no exception to that. Because I always try and travel light. See, it's...
You shall not cast! Strength in numbers arisen.
Oh.
Barely worth the effort.
Okay. See, that's where the glitch came in. It says defeat the killers, but nobody's here. Hello? Arisen's here. Arisen? Anybody? Now let's go this way.
Keep an eye turned to the shadows. Cannot rest while they yet hunt us. This place is still warm with human presence. They're near.
This is a fine place to lie in ambush, Arisen.
The path diverges.
Beast!
Get him!
Armed bandits, Arisen. I'll take down the lady and some of them.
Not who we were looking for.
They're left exposed after
The first strike shall be mine. Beware the harpy's voice! Hold on. Arisen, I am at your side.
That was wasted time.
That is very interesting to me. Alright, I'm going to switch over again. So that's the Force Hatchet. I love that weapon, but we're going to go back to... Actually, we're going to go back to this one. Also a cool-looking weapon, but just not as awesome as that one. I mean, honestly. Alright, what's the deal here? We go back this way. Do they show up again? Nothing. Let's go back down this way and see. I don't want to waste more time on this quest. Alright, let's give this a go, because I think we took these out, and I don't know why it didn't count it. But we're going to go to Cassardus, because this is where the last one is supposed to show up. So let's see if they're there.
I am the void of Stygian.
Yep. Okay.
This ends here. Insolence!
Annihilation. I see you now, for a truth. Arisen.
There it is. Alright, that quest is completed. Thank you very much for sticking with me through that one. So, sometimes you will run into those glitches. I knew that I knew the areas that they were, and we passed through them. But it just took a little
joy to see you home again,
rebooting. It is nice that they added the waypoints a little bit. Must have been with the Dark Arisen update. I had never played it with the waypoints because they were never... What do you have for me, Renaud?
An inquest, eh? Cheers. I welcome. I notice improper. Though
So-
it's the rare proofs are easily falsified. There's always someone with cause to want one out, which brings me to a very writs of affidavit for sale at bar. Quite the clever forgery. And why not? 'Tis a hit. If you've mistaken the trial, I'll disavow we ever. My prices.
So
ebb
if
and
you
flow with the
don't
tides of
want
the
to
trial.
get the
Still,
witnesses and find
tis a
the
small
evidence for
price
Fornival's
for
trial,
justice.
Renard here, if you helped him out earlier in the game, which we will get to at some point, when we do the new playthrough, which is coming, you can purchase these affidavits of innocence or guilt. Now, they're all forgeries, so it's just made up. And if you load up on there, you can sway the outcome. We don't need
No
them.
interest, friend? Or just too proud to ask? Now, let us talk of business.
He can enhance your weapons, too. Let's see what we have here. There's just a lot of cool things that you can get.
Now, pray call it.
The life of a salesman surely has its own trials.
We're going to do a little moment of levity here. Let's see. Hello. Let's see if we go to my house, what the pawns have to say about it. This is my house.
Is this your home, or is it?
Yes, Nigel, it is. Don't sound so upset about that.
Some need of me?
No.
Human.
So Celine is becoming human from being a pawn. She's just hanging out here. She'd be like a 200-year-old human at this point. All right, so we did finish that quest of the Nameless Ones, and we have a little time before Fornival's trial. So let's rest till morning and see what happens. We're going to take a quick trip back using the Fairy Stone. Right to Grand Soren. This is one of those quests that gives you time to work on other things. Because
There's a port crystal. One can reach it from anywhere with the use of a
I know where all the stuff was for the evidence that I needed. So therefore, it was easy to find them. But you have 4 days normally, and in the beginning, you're like looking around. And you're like, I don't know, which one do I want to do? Do I want him to be guilty? Do I need him for innocence?
Where shall we head?
What should I do? He seems like a bad person. The thing about this game is that there are choices to be made. And it gives you enough time to work with them. I found the playthrough style that I enjoy. So we're going to drop things off, rest till morning, and we should be close to where we need to be. So let's deposit anything we have. We did pick up some things here. Tightly folded letter. This is what we got for finishing that quest. All children of the true God know the arisen is the end of hope, not its source. See this evil expunged. See, some people think that the arisen is evil. We're going to put that force hatchet away. I'm glad I got to show that to you all. I love that weapon. I can't say it enough. But that debilitation sometimes can just be very annoying. But cosmetically, I think it's the coolest one-handed sword in the game.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like.
So we're going to rest.
What will it be today?
Stay till morning.
Understood.
This is AVAM saying thanks for watching today. Thank you for all your support.
The verdict draws near. We best
Check
prepare.
out my channel on YouTube, at A Voice Among Many. Like and subscribe. We are going to do a start over when this playthrough is done. Thank you all for the support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time we're on.